In Las Vegas, people are starting to pick up the pieces even while struggling to process what happened. Fox 29's Dave Kinchen live in Vegas right now with a look at a community garden project that is already bringing people together, Dave.
That's right, Lucy. It's something that this community and really the whole country could certainly use right now. When we think of gardens, we think about healing, we think about reflection, and it's already taking shape, and it started with this blueprint. You might think the planning for this Las Vegas city garden was in the works for months, maybe even years. Turns out that's not the case at all.
It's amazing to watch those people move so fast.
It's the result of quick thinking in the name of healing.
The whole point of the garden was not so much the end product, but just a mechanism to bring the community together. Jay
of Stone Rose Landscapes says the idea for a healing garden came from a conversation he had with his partner following Sunday night's mass shooting.
He said, it's too bad we don't have a place to gather, like a prayer garden or something. And then we thought, well, maybe we should create one.
He says he sketched the layout on a napkin and then photocopied it.
The back of this is all going to be bermed up, and there'll be a pathway that goes up and through it. All the trees that are grouped right now are going to be planted sort of randomly across this whole mound.
It includes a special tree donated by Siegfried and Roy. There's also nearly 60 smaller trees, each one to honor the victims who died, including Cameron Robinson, pictured on the right, a management analyst for the city who was killed in the shooting, making the garden even more personal to city officials who gave it the green light.
Amazing young man that just a real bright light for our organization and our community.
The plan is to have it open by this week's First Friday events, giving people a chance to pull together.
I think it's the greatest thing that ever happened. It just shows Vegas love.
Las Vegas is an amazing place. I mean, the generosity.
And organizers say school groups will come out tomorrow to design and add some things to make it even more beautiful. They will open it up again on Friday, and as the garden grows, so too is this town's ability to overcome such devastation. Ian?
We are now hearing more and more stories of the heroes who rush to save the victims.
At least one doctor speaking about that tragic night where he treated 200 patients in just 1 hour. Fox 29's Dave Kinchen joins us live from Sunrise Hospital in Vegas. Dave.
Well, Lucy, I'll tell you, it was really compelling to listen to this doctor talk about how they had to triage all these patients, giving them essentially red tags if they had seconds to minutes to live, giving them yellow tags if they had minutes to hours to live, and those who were likely to survive, they got green tags, but certainly this took an emotional toll on all involved in that medical center.
I saw every patient that came through up until the point where they called me inside because they were getting too far behind.
It's a night Dr. Kevin Minnis won't soon forget, when the calm at Sunrise Hospital in Las Vegas instantly turned frantic as 200 gunshot victims scrambled into the ER. It was a mass casualty incident protocol, meaning triage.
You have to make a guesstimate in seconds of, is this person going to die in seconds or minutes, in minutes to hours, or not likely to die at all. And, that could be completely game-changing.
All of this in conditions that are just hard to imagine.
I have seen some of the pictures of social media. That wasn't what it really looked like. It was much worse than that.
And we can tell you the hospital staff here at Sunrise say they have about 60 patients or just under that left related to this shooting, and just under 30 of them critical. It's important to note that this hospital was not part of the president's visit today, perhaps because of the nature of the critical injuries here and all the resources that had to go into treating them. But certainly a lot of people here are being thought of around the world. Back to you.
Many prayers being sent up. Thank you much, Dave.
And breaking this morning, the sisters of that girlfriend are speaking out, and they're explaining why they think Mary Lou went to the Philippines.
Now, where do these two live in Australia, Dave?
Yeah, that's my understanding. This story continuing to have major breaking aspects to it as we broadcast to you live right outside the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Resort, where those gunshots were fired down thousands of rounds fired down Sunday night. Now, to that breaking news, we can tell you it does involve the suspect's girlfriend, who investigators call a person of interest. The sisters of the suspect's girlfriend making a shocking claim. They say suspect Stephen Paddock sent his girlfriend to the Philippines so she would not interfere with his plans.
She didn't even know that she's going to the Philippines until Steve said, "Oh, Mary Lou, I found you a cheap ticket to the Philippines." He sent her away so that he can plan what he's planning without interruptions. In that sense, I thank him for sparing my sister's life, but that won't be to compensate 59 people's life.
A very, very shocking claim indeed. Very shocking claims here. Now, again, we can tell you the federal government really working hard on this investigation. Federal agents speaking with the person of interest, the suspect's girlfriend as well. Meantime, President Trump will likely get not just a chance today to meet with first responders and to meet with the victims, people injured, and their doctors. We understand he'll be doing that, but likely getting a major update from law enforcement officials who are working with the federal government, the FBI, on this case as well. So we may know much more later today. Back to you.
You know we will. This changes by the hour. Thanks.